I like to think I'm a reasonable man, but there are people out there that watch my social media whom I happen to know for a fact are not reasonable. Um, I don't ever see their faces, uh, don't know their names, don't know anything about them, but they're watching my YouTube channel and they have malicious thoughts simply because they do not like me for who I am, even though I've never even met them before. And it's the nature of social media and YouTube is that it attracts the very worst sort of people. And for some insane reason, they actually are in positions of power. I know it's fucked up, isn't it? The worst kinds of people have power. Who the fuck made that decision? So anyway, you can do something relatively harmless in your opinion. Like, I don't mind having a beer. I don't see where the issue is. But to other people, it's like you've become the devil. You're the worst of society simply because they look at you as a seed that's going to grow into a tree of everything that they don't like about that particular subject. And that's not fair. That's predicting the future, and that's not possible. I mean, some people feel that they can build the future, and those people are idealist. And, I suppose if they have a good pitch for how that should be, then, they could be heard out. But a lot of them don't, actually. A lot of them are sanctimonious, sleazy, hide in the shadows, cowardly people who would never make a YouTube channel that talks about this sort of stuff. Even though they definitely could give it a try, but that's mostly because they're gutless cowards. And then, they'll question a guy like me and go, could he really stand up to scrutiny? Could he really be browbeaten or whatever you want to call it by people of authority? And it's just like, I happen to know my situation quite well, from my point of view anyway. And if that were the case, I wouldn't be here making YouTube videos now, would I? It's kind of a not easy situation to explain, but I happen to be somewhat popular, or some would say infamous, but that's their own opinion. And I've become a representation of what it is to be a white guy, essentially, in a world that doesn't want to hear it. And yeah, I mean, it's easy to blame other people for your problems, but sometimes it's actually accurate. And you know sometimes these people outnumber you. And that's kind of a fact. Because I prefer dealing with facts than misconceptions, lies, and deceit. And I do have to be very careful on how I word this, because I don't know. There's a lot of things it's impossible for me to know from my position. And, I've made a lot of videos, and some of them ain't been very good, but some of them have been spot on. And, I don't regret making a social media channel. I wish I wasn't in the situation I am in, because there are people who are predisposed to being assholes to other people. They enjoy doing it. And, I don't know what roads they took to get to the path where they got to. However, that is not indicative to me, in my opinion. So, I'm going to limit my alcohol because my body can't take it anymore. And it can't take it anymore because there's reasons. Mostly medication. That's the primary reason. And, these people are bullies. It's as simple as that. They're abusive bullies. And I don't, mean to, have a wishy-washy crybaby attitude about it. But the fact is, these people are horrible people that aren't going away and have taken interest in what I do with my life as if it should be any of their business. And, they simply don't like me because they view me as a seed that's going to turn into a tree one day, a tree that they don't like. And, that isn't fair. That's assuming things are the way they are, and in the future they're going to be what they're going to be, and it's not actually something that can be proven at this point in time. The past isn't the past until the future has come about. Until the future has become the past, then that's when the past is real. Until then, the future is the future. It hasn't happened yet. Whatever, may happen. That's simply how the future works. And, I do have cause for concern because there are a lot of assholes out there. And they clearly do not care about my well-being. And if it wasn't for the fact that, there's obviously a lot of them, I wouldn't be unnerved. But I am a little bit. And, I have to keep that in mind at all times. It doesn't make me edgy or, paranoid. That's observing facts. And, I simply don't think that's fair. Don't think it's fair at all. However, I think I'm going to listen to some tunes and, go about my business. So, stop trying to fuck up my program here. Anyway, I guess I'll talk to you people later. If you're an asshole, like I've said before, could you please kindly fuck off? Anyway, good night.